Hi guys, welcome to QSO 321, People, Planet and Profit. And this lecture is recorded for the assignment which was posted during week 4 when we learn about process strategy. So you can remember that in week 3 we learned about process analysis and we did a number of activities including creating flowcharts. So we created flowcharts for examples that we came up with in class. And then during week 4, we had process strategy. And I can remember that on this day, we had snow, but school was running, and I got caught in snow. And I sent email to all of us that I wasn't going to be in class. But fortunately, I was able to get off, and some of you had already gone to some other activities, but 3 of you were able to come to school. So we had a lecture on that particular day. And assignment that we completed was to create flowchart on one of the process strategies. So let me see what we learned on that day. Um, sorry. On this day, let me open process strategy class here. So these are our notes. So in week 4, we learn about process strategy, where we learn about forward and backward integration. We also learned about the types of production. And so we saw that there are 3 types of production, which are make to order, assemble to order, and make to stock. Those are the 3 types of production that we learned during this week. And also we learn about the types of processing systems. And we learn processing systems in manufacturing and also processing systems in the provision of services. So for the manufacturing processing systems, we saw project process, job process, batch process, line process, continuous flow process. There were 5 of them. And then for the provision of services, we saw the front office, back office, and hybrid office. So in week 4, when we learned about this, we tried to combine the service process and one of the manufacturing processing systems, and that was job process. So we tried to see how job process can apply service process, especially the hybrid. So we came up with car repair shop example where customers will receive service, and we say that they have front office and back office. So the service can be just at the front office or can be just at the back office, or they can be hybrid. And so we took an example of the job process, as I have said, the car repair shop. And then we tried to create the flow chart to show how this can be applied in the real world. So for the flowchart, you can remember that we dealt with a number of nodes. Like this one is an activity document or decisions, an arrow, or we had this which is oval, and that's to start and end the project. And that one is data, input and output. And how did I create this? So if you can go to the insert, just open the Word document and go to insert and then shapes, you'll see them listed here. We have flowchart. We have all these kind of nodes. Like you can see that is an activity or the process. And that's the decision. And you can see that's data, input and output. And then we have document. Let me see, where is the document? So that's the menu input. that's the document, which is actually this one here. And then we had over, actually I picked over here, which is to start and end. And so you can get arrow from here. And so you can use actually the symbols in Word document to create the flowcharts. And I will encourage you guys to use Windows if you can do that to create the flowcharts. So I had all these notes for myself, and all I did was just to click and copy, and then I pasted it. And all I did was just to take what I have pasted and use it. So instead of going back and forth, then I could just go here, copy, and drag it down here. Even for the arrow, I did the same. So remember, for the flowchart, we have to start and we have to end. So to start, we thought that a customer will first bring their car to the car repair shop, and they will do diagnosis to find what is the problem. And when they find the problem, which is an activity, also they will do something else. They will discuss with the customer about what they found from the car and possibilities of fixing it. And so the next thing, we created this decision node to show that the customer will be asked if they want to fix the car or they may not want to fix it. Maybe it's too expensive to fix it. So if they say no, then the customer will leave because they have no business with the car repair shop anymore. And so they will end the process. If the customer says, yes, go ahead and fix it. So this will move from the front office. You can see this is the front office and that is the back office. So the car will be taken to the back office where the repair activities will be conducted there, and they are not dealing with the customers anymore. Customer will be left here, or they can go and come back when the car is repaired. So the first thing we thought was they will find out if they have proper equipment or like the parts. If parts are available, they should fix the car. If the parts are not available, which is nope, they will order the parts and they will fix the car and they will test it. And the question will be, is it fixed? So they said, yes. Let's go with no first. If the car is not yet fixed, then they have to return it to fix it, and then they will test it to find if the car is fixed or not. If not, the process will repeat again. However, if the car is well fixed, then the car will be brought to the front office where customer will make payment, and they will document it and they will end the process. So that's what we did in week 4 when we learn about process strategy. And we tried to combine between this topic and the previous topic, which was the process analysis. So that's the assignment which we had. And if you can create this for the car repair shop, you can use your own approach. You don't really need to follow exactly what we've done. But all I wanted you guys to do was to show how we can use the flowchart to combine the front and back office. Thank you.